Hey there guys, gals, and non-binary pals. This is Games Master Potter. Welcome back. Today we're going to be playing Dinosaur Island, a fantastic little, Jurassic Park build your own theme park with dinosaurs game made by Pandasaurus Games. It is a fantastic game. It's listed for 2 to 4 players, but it does have a solo mode. So today we're going to be playing with that solo mode. So without further ado, let's get into the game. Okay, so here we are, pretty much all the way set up for our game of Dinosaur Island. The selection process for the victory conditions for a solo game are instead of using the standard objectives, you actually are going to shuffle up all the objectives, and then you're going to be pulling them out. And I drew 10, and I'm going to have 7 of these that are going to be my objectives. So assign only 1 scientist in the research phase, build 3 ride attractions in your park, hire 3 specialists. That is definitely something we can do. And the 3 rides is a little bit iffy because the rides are in this big stack and they can come in souvenir shops, rides, and food spots. By 3 lab upgrades, that's definitely doable. Fill all zones in your park, build 3 food attractions, build 1 of each type of attraction. I think I can do that one. Reach a threat level of 15, reach a security level of 12, and do not include a groundskeeper shack, which is, I believe, a variety of lab upgrade. Make sure no patrons are eaten this round. Okay, that is definitely doable, and that's the round tracker. So there's 4. We need to choose 7. We're definitely not going to do food and rides, so maybe 1 of those. Assign only 1 research. That's not too bad. And then if we go for filling all zones is a little bit difficult. So research a security level of 12 and research a threat of 15. Those are kind of hand in hand because as you get more dinosaurs, your threat level goes up. So we're going to be kind of building those hand in hand. I'm just going to not play with plot twists. This is a fun little way to make a multiplayer game a little bit more interesting, but we'll not play with those today. So these and these are going to get shuffled up together, and these are going to be how the AI is going to play. Fortunately, we don't have quite enough space for everything, so we're going to be having a little bit of a tight squeeze in here. And as things become relevant, I'll bring them up into this center area. Our area for here in the first turn. So on these are going to have attack. So it's going to cost $2. Let me go ahead and get my starting money. I believe I start with 15. So I start with $15, and I have 4 workers and 3 researchers. The way the game goes, these dice and these dinosaurs are going to be what we're trying to get to be built into our park. Right now, all we know how to do for our thing, everybody has the exact same starting board and everything. It's just a different color and a different specific dinosaur. But all we know how to build is the Albertodromasaurus. Alberto Dromius. Alberta Dromius. And they're very simple little herbivores. We already have one in our land, and so whenever people decide to come, they're going to come and visit our dinosaur. We have a little bit of DNA. These white ones are where our DNA, how much DNA we have. So we have one each of these basic DNAs, and none of these advanced DNAs. And these blacks are how much we can fit. So whenever we're in, so the phases are beautifully laid out on each of the boards. So phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. Phase 1 is the research phase where you're going to be assigning your scientists to get things over here. You have a bad scientist, a mediocre scientist, and a good scientist. The bad scientist can go on anything with a 1, and they also multiply whatever you're doing. So if this was the dice that were rolled, and I used this one, I could get this die, which has one of the dark purple DNA, and I would get 1. But if I use the 2, I would get 2, and if I use the 3, I would get 3. But in order to get, say, this big, beautiful Megalosaurus, then I would have to use my 3 down here. The 3 can also be used for anything lower, and also you can pass. So whenever you pass, you get to use that scientist as just a regular worker in phase 3. After that, we go to phase 2, and that's when we spend our money to improve our park. And you have a amount that you're going to be paying in addition to whatever cost is on the card. So for the lab upgrades and the specialists, it actually is just the $2, $3, $4, $5. But for the rides, they all have a cost on the bottom left corner. And so this teacup ride would be $3 since it's $2 plus the $1. This monster raptor nuggets is actually $14 for this. And you get 2 buys in, and the AI is actually going to be causing some of this to go away every turn. And we also have our options of some kind of, everybody would have these options, and they kind of replace some of these benches that we have. And then we go to phase 3. In phase 3, we're going to be using our workers and any scientists that we turned into workers for the turn to do tasks on our board. So we can refine DNA, so we can exchange some of this basic DNA for advanced DNA. We can create a dinosaur by paying our DNA and putting in a dinosaur. We can upgrade a paddock, and so paddocks, they start as level 1 on the board, but in order to get more dinosaurs in here, we have to pay $2, $3, and $4 in order to increase them. And they only go up by 1 at a time. So $2, $3, and then you have to get a different one, because there's not 4 sides to these. 4. And then we can have more dinosaurs on our spots. And also, this is where you would be upgrading your security level, because as we add more dinosaurs, our threat level in this tracker is going to be going up. And if we don't upgrade our security level in accordance, then we're going to have some dead patrons, because they're just going to get trampled to death by all of the dinosaurs that are running around in our park. There's also just being able to get some money from the bank, because you're going to be out of money. And especially in the first turns of the game, there's going to be very few people coming to your park. Then we have our wonderful bag filled with some patrons. There are 2 colors of patrons. There are yellow patrons and pink patrons. Yellow patrons are good patrons. They're coming into your park. They're going to be wonderful helpers. They're going to pay their entry fare. They're going to do everything they can to do everything. And so they're going to come in your park, and they're going to pay and get you victory points and everything. Pink patrons are going to supersede any yellow patrons and they're hooligans, and they're going to come in your park, they're going to sit on your rides, and they're not going to pay, and they're also not going to be the first ones that get eaten by dinosaurs. So these guys are jerks. So, and if you have too much threat over the security level, then you're actually going to have to kill the little yellow man. You're going to lose victory points, and in the solo mode, those are actually permanent deaths from in the game. And so we have 7 turns in order to do as much as we can to build up our park and get as many points as we can. We're going to use our little CEO to mark the round tracker. So in the first couple of rounds, if we complete one of our objectives, we actually get more points. So rounds 1 and 2, we get 10 points each, and then 7, 5, 3, 2, and 1, because they get easier and easier as you're going. So you want to finish as many of these early as you can. So things that, and we'll go over what we can buy here in a minute, because we're also going to be losing out on some of the options. Let's go ahead and see what we're getting in our first part. Okay, so we got nothing but basic DNA of a few different flavors. And these dots on the corners of the dice, that actually denotes that there's going to be additional threat based on the highest number of dots. So this one has 3 dots, so we want to get rid of that one pretty quickly. So we're going to go ahead and pull our first card, because the card is going to be removing some of the options from the game. So we're going to say this side is 1 and this side is 5. And so this top part does not matter anymore. It's only this bottom part. So he's going to be beating us to everything, and he's going to get 1 and 4 out of there. So he is getting rid of that. He's going to get the herbivore that was on offer. Might as well go ahead and get this, the $2 thing and the $5 specialist. So he's getting all of that stuff. And so we'll see what else we can get here in a minute. So things to remember are we do have that assign only 1 scientist in the research phase. So if we want to go ahead and solve that one, we can. And it actually might be okay to do so. I think we go ahead and do that. We're going to get a huge amount of basic DNA. So this is the wild basic DNA. It's got all 3 colors there. So I can get all the way filled up with all of this. So, and this is, I've already gotten rid of all that. So I'm doing that, and then I'm going to pass these 2 on into the future. So these are all workers for this turn. Then I've already made the things go away for him. Now we can see what we have for options. We get 2 buys, and so we have a better tool bench where we can increase, upgrade the paddock capacity or increase the security level at by 1 at a discount. So this is going to be better than our regular tool bench. We also do have the option for a different tool bench to put in the same spot. So it's just kind of a give and take. And we also do have these 2 bonus spots as well. So that's not bad. We have a specialist once per round. If you gain DNA during the research phase, gain an additional basic DNA. So just 1 extra DNA. We have a ride designer You may place a patron at a ride attraction even if full each round to score a VP. So I basically have a extra spot for a ride, and he also comes with an extra man. And did we choose that ride one? No. Return up to 2 hooligans into the bag and draw that many new visitors this round. So this kind of protects you from those pink hooligans. There's a fun house, which is probably something we're going to want because we're wanting one of each type of attraction from one of our things. So that would get us well on the way. There's another better tool bench, so that's kind of superfluous for us. There's a souvenir stall, which is worth 2 victory points at the end of the game. I'm willing to risk that and let it kind of pop all the way up. And then there's a ride CEO. End of game, each ride attraction in your park scores plus 2 victory points. So that's not bad. So we're planning on getting at least one ride, but we're not going to be getting it this turn. And then, oh, this is a very nice one. Increase the paddock capacity by 1 at no cost. And then Raptor Nuggets. I would love this because all the food ones, they're ridiculously expensive, but also instead of just being able to get a victory point, you have the option to get either a victory point or $2, which can really start steamrolling and making things great. But that's also because it's $9 and then another $5. That's $14, and that's almost all of our money. So we're going to skip that one for now. So we're going to get $3. Or we're going to pay $5 or $2 for this because that is a screaming deal. So we get our $3 and change, and then we're going to go ahead and get a funhouse. And we're going to put that right there, and that was only it was $3, and then an additional one for the cost of the funhouse. So that's a ride. That is a fine start. And I should go ahead and put this out here to remind myself that I'm going to be getting that. So that is the turn for the phase 2. Now phase 3, we're going to be able to start building up some stuff. I have actually quite a good amount of money. I'm going to be making another Dromaeosaurus, Albertodromius. Albert. Ow. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade our paddock for free because minus $2, and this is only costs $2. So there's that. I also need to upgrade my threat level quite a bit because this is 3, and I really don't want to hurt any of my people. So I'm going to pay $1 to increase it. I'm going to pay $1 because now it costs 2 to get into this one to increase it. I'm going to pay $2 to increase it. And I'm actually not going to be able to create my dinosaur this turn because if I did, I would have somebody dying, and that is not something we want to do. So we're just going to use this guy to get that $3. So everything we did this turn is pretty much free. So we're going to have a good amount of money for next turn. Right, did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have one more because I think I was setting one aside for that. If that's true, then we can take that back. And we can actually pay the 3. 1, 2, 3. And have $4 left. And then make the dinosaur happen. So we're going to be paying 2 of anything. And since I don't even know what this is going to be, I'm just going to go ahead and pay these 2. It'll be fine. And we're going to get ourselves another herbivore there. And that Oh, and that should be up. And that's going to increase our threat level by 1, but our excitement level by 1. So, now we're in phase 4. So we're going to draw a number of men from the bag based on our excitement level. So, you reach into the bag, and I'm going to grab 2, and I got 2 regular folks. So these guys are going to come in to the park, and let me make sure I know how much they're supposed to pay, because entry fees are extremely important. Yeah, it's only $1 per patron, so we are going to be a little bit poor next turn, but at least we have that, and we do have this to help us really fix some of the problems we had today. And then these guys are going to come, and there doesn't really matter where they're going to end up. So this one is going to end up, they'll both go and say hi to this dinosaur. And we're going to get 2 victory points for them. And then we're going to double check. There's 3 threat, 1, 2, 3. We are at security level 5, so we are good to go on that. And before we move away from this, let's go ahead and make sure we've not missed any of our abilities. So we got that one successfully. I made sure no patrons were eaten this round. It's going to behoove us to get to go ahead and get these. So we're going to go up 20 points. So those are now done. And we might have to get rid of one of these next turn. Also in the cleanup phase, the 2s get wiped off and everything gets cheaper. And then we also fill anything else. So there's another guy, there's that. Oh, this should move up as well should this. So these should be all the way up at the top. So now that postcard is actually not too expensive. And then there's, a fairly cheap food place if that doesn't get eaten. And so there's a few good choices. We're gonna get back our guy. And now we're gonna roll these up. Oh, and also reveal the new herbivore in case the villainous AI doesn't eat it. Okay, so we'll do it like this and this. And one of the things is, since I don't know which dice the AI is going to choose, I can just put them in whatever order. And now the AI is going to only be taking number 3, so he gets the good DNA. And then he's going to get both of these dinosaurs. And then he's going to get the $3. Oh, he's got the big money. He's getting that raptor nuggets that there was no way I was going to be able to afford. And the $2 guy. Okay. That's not bad, because I might actually buy this one right here. Because we're probably going to be just continuing on with this and not worrying about getting big, scary dinosaurs. So our options now are a 2, 2, 2, and a 1. But we're already very full up on all this, and luckily now we don't have that stipulation where we need to not use these. So we're going to go ahead and use all of these. So this Parasaurolophus, is 2 victory points per and 2 excitement and one threat. So this is actually not bad. We're going to go ahead and grab him. And he's going to go right here. There's not a real way for us to make it so that we don't get the 2, but we can actually build one of these this turn and still have enough threat coverage so we don't have to blow our entire budget on threat coverage this time. So that's actually going to be very nice for us. We are going to get 3 increases to these. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one, and I need the light blue and the dark purple. So I'm going to get these 2 as well. So there's our 3 jumps up with our cold storage increases. And then I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So if I go over here and I get this wild again, I can go up 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Because I'm going to have to do some DNA refinement to get this guy. But I think I can do it where I can get a couple of this guy and maybe increase my costs or my money. So that's going to be the phase there. Now we're going to be in phase 2. And I think the best thing we can do right now is just make sure we get this, because if we're going for this where did it go? This build 1 attraction of every type for as many points as we can, I can get this, put it in here, and have that. And I only have $1 left. So if I only have $1 left, I can go ahead and actually pass and get $2 for my pass. So that's not the worst thing in the world, because then I have some money for increasing my security level, since I'm going to be needing to do a little bit of stuff. I won't be able to get 2 of this guy this turn, but we'll see. Now we're in phase 3. And so we're going to refine our DNA. So in order to get the red DNA that we need for our Parasaurolophus, we need to pay a light purple and a light blue, and that'll increase our red. Then we can create a dinosaur by paying our red, a light purple, and a light blue. And we're going to get ourselves a nice, friendly dinosaur, nice little herbivore. And we're going to go up 2 excitement and up 1 threat. So we've got much more. Oh, these people should be back in the bag. Get back in the bag. Y'all didn't pay yet. So we still got 2 guys left. We can. I really want to make sure I do this turn and get this upgrade for free. And then we can't do the refine again, so we'll have to wait until next turn to refine anyway. So we might as well just get $3 from the bank. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, $3 from the bank. Make some change, get a 5 out. Okay. So nice little turn. We're gonna get 4 friends to come and visit our park. So we're in phase 4. Yeah, phase 4. Here, I'll move this over here. Doesn't really matter. There's in the expansion content, there is like, you want to put your stuff in specific zones, but as it stands, we're not playing with that. So we have an excitement level of 4. So out of the bag of people, we're going to be pulling 4 friends. So there's 3. Oh, hooray! Nobody's going to be paying for stuff today. Well, that's great. So these 2 hooligans are going to come in and they're going to get first dibs. And then we've got 2 people that are going to come in. So we're gonna get $2. Not great. Hooligans can really mess up future plans. Luckily, we got that $3 from the bank. And then we're going to get 2 victory points, 1, 2, from the 2 guys that are in our park. And we had we had 2 coming in threat level from these dice, and we had 2 extra spaces. So we are good to go. Let's see if we finished anything. There's that buy rides. 3 specialists, and specialists are fantastic, and I just have not had a chance to grab one. Research security level 12 and don't have a groundskeeper shack, or do not include a groundskeeper shack. Reach threat level of 15 and 3 lab upgrades. Okay, that's that. Some of these aren't going to be happening. I can already tell. So I'm going to not worry too much about the loss of one. We should be on round two. Uh, so we're going to get our friends back in the bag, and our cleanup is going to be that we are going to have to discard one of these. I'm going to get rid of the research threat level of 15, or reach a threat level of 15, because with the dinosaurs we've got, we're not getting to 15. We've got happy little pansy dinosaurs. So we're not going to worry too much about getting to research 15 or threat level 15. I actually kind of think it's not a bad idea to go with these little baby ones, especially since this one is getting us so many more pulls from the excitement. So move this guy up, get rid of the twos. Everything moves up, all the way up for that. That might be what we try to go for. That is only $5 for this Tex-Mex. So hopefully, that should be here. Hopefully that is going to be available for us. There's this. Here's a guy and a couple of, oh, both of those are food. Goodness. So, now we're going to get ready for the next round. Get all of our wonderful researchers back. Roll these up and set them out. So we've got a red, a green, a couple of the light blues, and a triple light blue. So what is our friend going to get? They're going to get 4 and 5. So they're going to get both of these, which is actually kind of great for us. They're going to get, oh, I forgot to reveal the dinosaurs. They're taking the large carnivore. And there's now an Ankylosaurus and a Dilophosaurus. And then they're going to take the $4, man, they are just getting all of those, and the $2 Ride CEO. Okay. We're definitely going to get that this turn. And then that'll leave us with 3 left, and that would let us get this. Ooh, a paddock capacity for no cost. That actually might be what we're going for. So, yeah, we're probably going for that. So, yes, kitten. So, our 2 buys are going to be definitely this, because that's going to pay for itself quite quickly. So that's $3 for the thing, and it was on the $2. And we've got $3 left, so we're going to get this paddock capacity increase for $3. Because this lets us get bigger paddocks without paying money for it. So this can be exclusively used to increase our security our security level for discount. Oh, I forgot to do what we were going to do up here. Wow, I just skipped an entire phase of the game. That's important. We're going to get 2 of this. We're going to increase you know what? Let's go ahead and get another dinosaur type. And that's going to use, it doesn't even matter because it's going to be kind of the same. I'm going to use the 3 there and the 1 here to get a green, because now I can make 2 dinosaurs. If I can make 2 dinosaurs in a turn, I can make both of these. And so I can work on getting money to get this upgrade here. But I don't want to risk losing some of this ability. So now that we've done this, we did our turns a little bit out of order, but we can create a dinosaur and make it go here to make this dinosaur. And that will increase our excitement by 2, and I already got the threat. So that's kind of big. Now we have a lot of stuff. And I should have mentioned you can only have as many people visiting the dinosaurs as there are dinosaurs. So there's 4 spots here because you can have up to the 4 dinosaurs in there. But right now we can only have 2 dinosaurs, so we can only have 2 people. So right now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this one doesn't have any. So we have 7 spots, and we're at 6 excitement. So if we were to put a dinosaur in here, we would not be able to actually utilize all the space. We need another ride that will help get more people into the park. Because with these guys, they're just so exciting. So we are going to we don't have any money. We're going to get $3 from the bank. We're going to go ahead and make sure we use this super discount, pay $1, and because it's $3 to increase it right now. And then we're going to just upgrade our capacity for no cost. I'm liking these Dilophosauruses. Oh, and I should have paid for my Dilophosaurus. So those Dilophosauruses now have 3 spots in there whenever we get there. So we have 6 excitement now. 2, 4, 5, 6. And we can see who's going to come into the park. We've got 4 and then 2 more. Hey, everybody's going to pay today. That is really good news. So 6 people are coming into the park paying their $1. And we've got enough spots for all of them. And we even get to use our new Rex-Mex to get an extra $2 instead of a victory point. So we're going to get 5 victory points, up to 39. And that's our end of turn. So we actually have a good amount of money left. And now we're in the cleanup phase. Put the people back. Score any that we have. So we did get our build one type of each type of attraction because we have a souvenir shop, a ride, and a food place. Some delicious Rex-Mex. So we are going to get 7 points for that. So up to 46. We don't have the discard one. Make sure we don't have any of these other ones. We have the buy 3 lab upgrades, which we can probably do next turn. We've got research a security level of 12, and so we're way far away from that. And hire 3 specialists, again, we're very far away from that. Go ahead and move him up and get everything out of there and be pushing everybody up. The specialist. Ooh, a hypercoaster way down there, but that would cost me way too much money. And now we are in the next turn. Let's go ahead and grab these. These guys can all come back over here. There's not much interesting on these dice that I pulled. There's several different dice that you can pull, and these appear to just have been kind of the most boring dice. At least they're rolling the most boring today. So the AI is going to grab numbers 1 and 5. And then they're just eating up all these giant dinosaurs. And reveal that one. They're going to take the $4 ride and the $3 place. So we're going to have a good amount of choices here. We've got 3, 2, and 1. So let's see what we can do. We are actually maxed out on this one. And it would be making us go too high up, so we wouldn't be able to make either our Ankylosaurus or our Parasaurolophus. So we're going to go ahead and get that, get that, and go up to here. And then we're going to go up 3 there. And go up 1 here. And then we're going to get that twice. So we get both of those. And unfortunately, we need the light blue for both of these. And there's no light blue. So we are going to be, I think, passing this through. Yeah, let's pass it through. So he's going to be a worker this turn. And let's see what we have for options here. So we need that third lab upgrade, and I think we're going to get the create a dinosaur upgrade, and that's only $3. So 1, 2, 3, and I have 7 left. And let's see what we've got. We've got this for 6 to get us 2 more spots. That's definitely what we're going for, because we need those spots. Because we're going to be making some dinosaurs this turn. Yeah, unfortunately, we actually are only going to make 1 dinosaur this turn. But we've got our third lab upgrade, which will keep all of our cards in our hand. So now we're in phase 3, where we're going to get to use our 5 workers, including our friendly scientist who's coming and joining the crew. We only need to worry about 1 threat over. So we're going to go ahead and make our first Ankylosaurus by creating a dinosaur, and it's going to be a light blue, a purple, and a green. And we're going to get an Ankylosaurus. We're going to upgrade that paddock for free. So here's that paddock. And if you look on the paddock, it actually says how many people can come and visit. So this says 2 there. Then you flip it over to the 3 side and it says 3. It's a little bit, it's like I think it's in the rules, and it's very weird on the card. We're going to go ahead and grab $3 because money's always helpful. 2, 3. Oh, I forgot to increase my threat and increase my excitement level. Everybody's excited to come in here and see all these wonderful plant-eating guys. We're going to upgrade our paddock, or we're going to go ahead and upgrade our security level by 1, just to be ahead of the game. And then we have our one last guy. He's probably just going to be $2. Yeah, he's going to be $2, so that because I can't do much else. Because both of the colors that I need, the green and the red for our friends, I need. Or we could do that. You know what? We can do that next turn. We're gonna do it this way, actually, and we're gonna get an extra friend into our park. So there's that. There's the third there. We're actually gonna, instead of getting $2, we're going to build another dinosaur and get this Albertosaurus. So we're gonna pay 2 of that dark purple, because this light purple is kind of, we need that for the Parasaurolophus if we go for that next turn as well. So that will increase our threat by 1, which makes everything work out nicely. We have exactly the amount of threat. And that will increase our excitement by 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make sure that I always tend to forget the excitement, but the nice thing is you can figure out how much excitement you have. It doesn't fluctuate based on anything. A lot of the numbers are static. You just have it tracked so that you're not worrying about it, and you don't have to count it every time. So let's get our 9 friends to come and visit our park. There's 4. And that's 9. Okay, 1 hoodlum. That's not the end of the world. 1 hoodlum is going to get in, but we get $8. As you become a little bit more well-known, more dinosaurs, you get more people coming in and visiting your park, which is super great. He can come and get a postcard. He can shoplift the postcard, I guess. And then we're going to get... Yeah, we have plenty of spaces now. So there's all these people have places. We're going to get 7 victory points because I'm going to pay, or I'm going to get him to pay up and buy some delicious Rex-Mex food. And we're going to get 7 victory points. So we're at 46, so that brings us up to 53. There's a little token for I'm at plus 50. And we have the threat, nobody gets eaten this turn, which is fantastic for us. So we actually did complete a card this turn for 5 points. So we're at 58. So that is good. We don't have to get rid of one of these, even though I don't think we're going to be able to get either of these. I mean, I can probably increase my security level up to 12, but the 3 specialists, I'm going to have to basically be buying specialists the rest of the game, which isn't bad, but I mean, it's not what I want to be doing. So in our cleanup phase, increase the turn. So we've only got 3 more turns left. Get rid of everything in the cheapest spot. Everything moves up. And then fill what's empty. Take these back. Actually, remember to flip over this one. Maybe the AI is just going to steal the last big guy again, because as you can see, the big dinosaurs, they have like 2 threat, 3, so many victory points, and they also have the biggest need for the advanced DNA. So as you're going up, they become more threatening and just are worth more. But these little herbivores have actually been treating me very nicely. So let's get our dice. And we've gotten, see, now's when the advanced DNA decided to come out. We got the wild advanced DNA there. And let's see what the AI is going to grab. Did I grab that from the right spot? I grabbed that from the wrong spot because that was the one that I just completed. So yeah, they're going to actually take out all of this, and they're going to take the cheap dino. They're going to take the $5 thing, and they are going to take the $3 specialist. Okay. So we're going to have a good amount of money. So this is the light blue. Fantastic. I need light blue. Let's go ahead and grab 3 light blue. 1, 2, 3. And now there's no threat going to be happening. So I can make dinos with impunity. And we can, let's see here. I do need the green for that. So let's go ahead and get 1 of that green. And then I can either increase my cold storage, get this this small carnivore, or I can just pass it through, which I think I will. Because this passing through, like, I don't normally play with the passing through a lot, but especially with that first turn where I passed through 2 to get those 10 points, this is actually working out kind of nicely for me, having that additional man in the building phase of the game. So I have, see here, $12 to spend in the buying phase. So let's take a look at these specialists, since I haven't even been really looking at them that hard. So you may upgrade a paddock capacity buy 2, paying the second cost instead of buy 1 at the tool bench. So I would be able to pay $3 to upgrade by 2 here, but I already have this ability. It does get me an extra person, but that might not be what we want to do. There's not one there. For $4 we could get this merchandiser. You may place a patron at a merchandise, so that would be this postcards, even if full. Okay, well, I mean, it's full because it doesn't have any spots, and to score a victory point. So that would get me an additional spot for a person. And also, this little guy is not on all of them, so I would be able to have an additional worker unlocked. This research scientist, during phase 1 when we're doing the researching, when you procure a dinosaur recipe, gain any 2 basic DNA or any 1 advanced DNA. Not super relevant. We're all the way at the end of the game. This lab equipment isn't bad though, where I would get to gain any 2 basic DNA. But we might go with these fries, 5, 6, 7. And then, or hello, that might be what we want. That would cost me 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For this hypercoaster and having, man, if I had that three rides card, I would have it now, which is super annoying, but this way I can kind of jump in and grab a whole bunch of, like, don't not worry about making more people, because I'm starting to get to the point where these are going to outpace what I have available. So I think we go with that, and then we're just going to take $2 because we're going to be spending some in our buying phase here. So we're going to get an upgraded paddock capacity with no cost. Actually, we can do it there. Well, no, I want to save that because I'm going to need to do this to pay $2 to increase our security. And then we can create a dinosaur by paying a light blue, a purple, and a red to make. We're just all in on gentle giants for this Parasaurolophus. Oh, I forgot to take these guys off. I want you guys in the bag because I need y'all to be available for whenever I'm grabbing all these, because we're going to go up in threat, and then we're going to have another one. We're going to get a green, a dark purple, and a light blue to get another Ankylosaurus. So now all of my paddocks are full. Yeah, I paid. Okay. And then we're going to be going up 1 there and 2 here. So now we're going to have 13 people coming into the park and having 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 3 extra spots, but that is a lot of people coming and visiting. And we're just going to get $3. So we'll just change there. Because we're not going to be having any increase because we actually used up all of the dice this turn. So I really don't think we're going to be using either of these. But we have a lot of points coming in this turn. So people are going to come and visit the park. We've got 13 people coming and visiting the park. There's only 25 people in the bag. So there's 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That goes in the bag. That is a fantastic pull. Only 1 hooligan, so we're going to get $12. All of those people are going to be coming and paying. We're going to have him get a stupid looking hat. And then we're going to put 3 guys are going to visit that Albertosaurus. There's going to be 3 guys visiting this new hyper coaster, 2 on this wooden coaster, because who needs the actual thing that you came to see? Like, there's people have been, designing new dinosaurs, but we're going to go to the funhouse and the wooden coaster before we go and see an actual living Ankylosaurus. So we are going to get a lot of victory points this turn. We're going to go ahead and get our $2. No, I think it's time. We've got $17 to spend for next turn. I think it's time to start focusing on points and getting these points as high as possible. So we're going to get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 victory points. 10, 12. So we're up at 70 points now. I'll have to double check the rule book to see how many points is the victory point total for like how well you did in the game. And then we're in cleanup. Get these guys off the board. Yeah, as long as you remember to take them off before your next draw. I mean, it would be hard to forget for me right now since I'm getting so many people in. These go away. This gets revealed. These guys come back. And then all of this gets moved up. Yeah, we could get yet another roller coaster if we wanted it. So there's this. Okay. Let's see what, and move this guy up. Next to last round. So I should have done this before I see it. I haven't read the card yet. So I don't know which of these is going to be the one that gets eaten by the AI. So there's how they came out. And they're taking 4 and 5. So these are going away. And they will be taking number 2. They will be taking only the $5 guy. He must have needed some cash. And that is that for the solo card. So we have our 3 specialists. So we can get this costs. So this is one of the special faces. This actually costs the number 3 to be able to use that. But I don't need cash right now. I've got plenty. Kind of cash flush right now. So we're going to get 2 of these. We're going to get... We need dark purple for the Ankylosaurus. But we need the light purple. So we might actually be using one of our buys. One of the things I haven't used is you can pay money to get basic DNA during the buy phase as well. So I'm going to get... The question is, do I want to get this Allosaurus? I have a good amount of the stuff I need. I think I can actually get the Allosaurus this turn. And because I can get 2 or 1, I can get 1 advanced DNA. So if I go for it, I need to do this one. So I can get this Allosaurus. And he can go and be up here. So we're going to get 1 big final splashy guy. We're going to need this guy in our build because we're going to need that extra person. So we're going to start by getting 5. We're going to pay $5 to gain any 2 advanced DNA and discard an item from the $5 row. So we're going to get both of those. And we'll just get rid of that. And I think we're actually going to just buy DNA again. And we're going to do it from this $3 row, because that gets me 3 of the basic DNAs. So I have everything I need for my Allosaurus. And I need a light purple and a light blue and a purple for my Parasaurolophus. So I think we can just do the $2 then. And why not get rid of that Giga Coaster? And we're going to get the 2 things we need to make that. So we can make both a Allosaurus and a Parasaurolophus this turn. We are going to need to increase our security level significantly. Oh, and I think I needed to discard one of these. It does not matter which one I discard, because I am not going to be doing either of those. So we're going to get, we're going to be, there's people going to die this turn. I can already tell you that. But we're going to have so many people come and visit us. It's going to be hilarious. So we're going to create a dinosaur, paying a red, a yellow, a green, a light purple, and a dark purple to get an Allosaurus. Big ol' Allosaurus. We're going to get 1, 2, 3, and then 2 threat. So we are at 10 threat. We're going to get, our security goes up by 1, paying 3, 2, 3. We'll make our security go up by 1, paying 4. We're going to increase our paddock for no cost by getting this. So I get a 4 on this one now. And then we're going to build another dinosaur. No guts, no glory. Let's go ahead and make that last Parasaurolophus and go up another 2. So, and then we're up 1 more threat. We are at threat level 11. So make sure I've got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, that is correct. And we're going to have 18 people coming and visiting. So that's almost everything in the bag. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's our 18 people coming and visiting. We only got 1 hoodlum. And now we just need to make sure all these people are going to fit in our place. We do get our money first. They pay first and get eaten later. So there's $20. So he's going to come and get his hat. And everyone else is going to go in their spots. So there's our people there. There's going to be 4 people visiting the Parasaurolophus, 2 people in the Ankylosaurus, and look at that, we had exactly enough spots. Exactly enough spots. And then, unfortunately, people are going to die. There's a 2 die here. And that's going to cause... We were going to lose 1, we're going to lose 3. So all these people in the hypercoaster die. And these guys are out of the game permanently. And we're going to get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 more victory points. So 10, 34. So we're at 84 points. And then we are in cleanup. So all these go away. And now there's more hoodlums to worry about in the bag. We didn't solve that one, so that one goes away. These come back. Everybody get off of your jobs. These go away. And refill, and this is going to be the last turn. Last turn. They're going to take out 2 and 3. 2. The $3 ride. And the $4 guy. Okay. So, last turn. We've got these. So there's a 2 and a 1. We're going to go ahead and get those because we definitely need to get these out of here. So I get 2 and 1 of that. Does that make it so I can make anything? No, because I need the dark purples. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make any more dinosaurs this round, I don't think. So we're going to go ahead and get those 4 coins because I am going to be needing that to get my security level up because I want to protect my guys. And I'll probably be actually buying maybe both of these down here because I have plenty of cash. 3 victory points, 4 victory points. Okay, actually this one's probably the one we'll go with. So, our 2 buys this turn, we're going to be buying the same, and that only has 1 spot. So, we'll pay $11 for that, and then another $4, $5 for this one. So, I need to pay $1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 back. And we'll put this first aid station over here. Because it's just 3 victory points at the end. We're not going to be building any dinos, but what we can do is increase our security by 1 for free. And then upgrade our paddock capacity by 1 at no cost. So there's this. I can make an additional dino this turn. That is hilarious. I can get the little basic dino. And I can even have enough to get the security upgrade I need for it. And then make a dino, pay 2 basic to get that last herbivore there. 1 more and 1 more threat. So I have exactly the amount of threat I needed, security I needed to cover all of these. So we get 19 pulls here, and I killed 3 and there's 25, so there's a chance that we get no hoodlums. So let's see if we can get no hoodlums. Yeah, okay. There should be 3 left in here. We're going to just pull out 3, keep it in 1 hand, because I believe if my math is right, That should be everything. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. Good. My math was right. And two hoodlums are going to get in. That means we get $17 here. I believe you get victory points for at the end for money in the bank. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're gonna just barely. We have a couple of extra spaces, but we get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 victory points here. So we are at 101. That's our last turn. And we're going to see how many victory points we get for our dinos. We get 4 points here, 7, so that's 11. We get 2 points for this postcard. We get 8 points for these dinos. We get 2 points for each of those, so that's another 4. We get a point for this wooden coaster, a point for the hyper coaster, and we have an extra $20, 23, but you get a point for victory point. So we are ending with 131 points. So that is fantastic. And so I'm going to clean this up, and I'll be back again with the wrap-up. Well, I hope you enjoyed that playthrough of Dinosaur Island. I really love this game. It's a very component-heavy game, a very rules-heavy game, but once you get the ball rolling on it and your playgroup understands the phases and what they need to be doing in all the phases, I find this is a fantastic game. It's a fun game solo. Just knowing, hey, I can just beat my previous score, I can focus on this, kind of figuring out the play styles, and the fact that you're always going to get a little bit of a different game, and you can play with those plot twists that we didn't play with today that will cause different games to happen. Whenever you're playing with a full play group, the game ends after several of the objectives are completed, so people can be kind of heading to different objectives, and the game can end very abruptly with several people working on different objectives. But it's a very interesting game. I love this game. I love the 80s look to all the art, and the fact that all the player boards are double layered just is the icing on the cake on this game. Thanks very much for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe for more book reviews and board game reviews. I've been Games Master Potter. Thank you, and see you next time.